Hi guys. So yeah, I'm gonna play. I'm playing with Optimal. I think this is my first time playing with Optimal RNG on. I'm gonna do it for this one because this one's especially weird with how the game turns out. Like this is like it's pretty bipolar with how even if you get all the questions right, like the randomness of it is weird with this election. But yeah, so the first one I did on my channel months ago was um, uh, Clay 1848. Well, this is 1844. I'm gonna play as Polk though for this one. Clay is a lot harder to win as, I find anyway. It's much more random, but President Tyler has defined the key issue of this election with his proposed annexation of Texas. James K. Polk, the Democrat, gained his nomination by favoring the measure. Henry Clay, the Whig, has more latitude. The Liberty Party lurks as an abolitionist third party and will pressure the Whigs. Conversely, John Tyler hopes to use the Texas issue to energize an independent campaign. If Polk wavers, other campaign issues are tariffs, internal improvements, and the banking system. Yeah, sorry if you can hear. It's very windy out where I live. Sorry about that if you can hear that. But yeah. This is much harder than Clay 1848. Clay 1848. If you get the questions right, you always win. If you get the questions right, but with this, it's a lot harder. Polk is the easier of the two, though. But James K. Polk won the Democratic nomination as a dark horse candidate after Martin Van Buren was rejected for being soft on the Texas issue. He is a former Speaker of the House and has also served as governor of Tennessee. Polk's support is strongest in the South, but he must hold some northern states to win. To do this, he could exploit the Oregon issue, fond memories of Andrew Jackson, and the emerging Catholic vote. Note that John Tyler has yet to formally renounce his independent bid. Now there's a mod that's even harder than this, and you can't actually get Tyler continues his independent campaign, and it's very difficult anyway, because I mean, yeah, Tyler takes away a lot away from Polk in that mod. I have one in that though. I have one in it, but it is very difficult because you lose Virginia automatically. Again, sorry about the random wind, if you can hear that. Actually, I'm gonna flip this around because, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, because I don't want you guys to hear like wind in the background. But um, George Dallas and there's two VPs here. Uh, don't pick Woodbury because I think every single time I played with Woodbury I lose, so don't pick him. George Dallas has served as Pennsylvania senator and as mayor of Philadelphia. Pennsylvania is a crucial state to win if the Democrats would return to the White House. Dallas would balance the ticket in two ways. First, he is a northerner. Secondly, he's a moderate on the issue of tariffs and banking compared to Polk, Jackson, and most other southerners. He is not a moderate on the issue of expansion and would help define that as a central Democratic issue in this election. So yeah, Woodbury's the other choice. For some reason, every time I play as him, I lose. It's probably because he's from a small state. That's probably why. But yeah, his representation is more national than Dallas's, but he also comes from a smaller state. Woodbury has served as Secretary of the Treasury and is much more orthodox on economic issues, favoring a limited view of the federal government's powers. This could galvanize the Democrats in the closer states in the South and West, but it could be a hindrance in Pennsylvania and New York. Yeah, I thought before I played 1844, but I was misremembering it. It was 1848 I played, and that was with clay. I never played, but always picked Dallas anyway. Woodbury's like impossible. So yeah, so when you start, like, it's massively against you, but you get progressively more popular. And we say we must annex Texas as soon as practicable. And this one, yeah, you just say, yeah, that the third one. The second one is good too, but the third one, because it talks about the most. And you definitely want to get Tyler. Well, here it doesn't affect you, but in the mod where you can't get Tyler out, it's like a major pain in the ass. But here, even if you keep Tyler here, I don't think it matters very much. But yeah, I mean, obviously you just want to get him out. Yeah, John Tyler was the president at that time, and he was an independent. I think I already talked about this in the Clay 1840, but essentially he was a Democrat, essentially, but he changed parties a lot anyway. But yeah, never do national bank, because Democrats don't like the national bank. I actually know a bit more about the politics of the time than what I did in that video. I know a bit more now, but uh, yeah, just yeah. See, we're doing much better. We're doing better now. Yeah, only limited because you want to get some northerners. Um, should be revenue. Yeah, backwards country. This is gonna be a much shorter. I think this might be a shorter video because I played this one a lot because it can be hard to win. So I practice a lot with it. Um, yeah, just emphasizing your own friend of immigrants. I'm gonna do that one. This one, if you pick supporter, it gets New York, but you increase support in New York, but the rest of the country you lose support. But if you stay away from it, I think actually in every state except New York, you get more support if you say you stay away from it. So I'll stay away. It doesn't really make any sense, but that's the way it is. Uh, let me see. Yeah, just don't talk about that. Uh, because because I have optimal RNG on, this might be a lot easier than it usually is. But if I wasn't playing with it, it would be much harder because the thing would be completely bipolar. Because every single it's sort of like the Al Gore. I've never played the 2000 one on this channel because the 2000 campaign, because it's even worse with the like amount, because like you can pick every single right question in that and like fuck up. Like it's very that one's even harder than this. But yeah, I will play that eventually though. With optimal RNG on, because I don't want to fuck around with the random ass fucking luck shit that's going in each campaign, because the mods don't usually have that kind of stuff, but like the older ones like this have that kind of stuff. So anyway, we need to hammer the southern Whigs. Personal, yeah, because Jackson's very popular. Actually, Cassius Clay was one of the choices, and if you're doing Abraham Lincoln, and I did that campaign on this channel. It's very easy actually, because that's probably the easiest actually of the campaigns. I think the Lincoln one. I know when this video is being made, I've heard there's an 1864 campaign happening. I don't know when I'll get it because it seems very complicated. There's apparently 50 questions. So I don't know when I'll get around to playing that. But when it does release one day, I'll play it. But yeah, you want to appeal to the Irish immigrants. Let me see. Yeah, you don't want to cause a primary battle. I used to mess up on this question with because I didn't know Joseph Smith was like a Mormon or whatever. But yeah, you don't want to say anything about the Mormons because apparently Mormons are like despised throughout the country. So you just say don't address it. Yeah, create key initiatives. Independent. Yeah, as they stand, you don't want to be definitely don't want to be anti-immigrant as a Democrat at that time. Now this may seem negative because I mean you seem like you don't want to protect American, but I mean Democrats are free trade, so you have to do that. Yeah, manifest destiny. And the state I'm losing is Ohio. How much is Ohio? Okay, 50-50, so let's go here. And let's go. Now, as you can see, Texas is there, but it's an independent country at that time. It has different borders, though. I think like Texas used to own like New Mexico and stuff like that. And Oklahoma, they used to own that. Now, I don't know how long this is going to take. This would be much harder if I didn't use optimal RNG. It'd be much harder because I wouldn't. Sometimes when you play it, it's very easy. Sometimes when you play it, like you can't win sometimes. So I had to use it for this. But yeah, we're pretty much going to win in a landslide anyway. Yeah, that's like a massive. We won way more than Polk did in real life. But your first order of business will be to confirm the annexation of Texas. More generally, you can fight for the expansion of the United States in line with the ideals of manifest destiny. With a Democratic majority in Congress, you will have wide latitude to implement your program after 4 years of Tyler's paralysis. Best wishes to your term in office. So without optimal RNG, most of the time you would lose Ohio and I think one other state. New York is the crucial state you have to win. New York is crucial. In real life, it was crucial. But I think all optimal RNG does is just make it like the max amount of RNG, like luck you can get for each state. I think that's all it does. I hope so. Anyway, I don't want to be cheating with this. This is kind of, but if I wasn't playing with optimal RNG, I think most of the time you lose Ohio. I think that's kind of it though. You would win pretty much every other state, I think, if my memory's not mistaken. But yeah, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you could like, comment, subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you guys later.